Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode from me. Hey, don't shush me, I'm introing. Welcome back to another episode from your best buddy. We're doing a dungeon. We're in Vahlenfell. We'll see how this goes. Yo, Hippocrates! I love him. Anyways, yeah, so let's get we're tanking. You know, we got the shield, so might as well do the tanky. But in the meantime, we'll see what kind of stories or something we can figure out. It's hard to do that. Like, I envy YouTubers who have multiple people that they play with, or there's just multiple people on the channel, because it's a lot easier to like talk to another person than it is to just talk to a microphone. Sorry for breaking the immersion here for a second, but I'm not actually talking to you. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the implication of you. That makes sense. And it's difficult, because, you know, I don't want to just sit here and be quiet. You know, I'm quiet enough when I do, like, the storyline episodes of this, and that's really... I don't even know if I'm going to keep doing that for that long, because it's not interesting. At least it's not interesting to me. If it's interesting to you, let me know, but... You know, I want to make these videos at least somewhat entertaining, you know what I mean?
Did the Raya put you up to this?
Was that woman I talked to at the beginning? Was that Araya? Because otherwise, I don't know. But anyways, we're getting it. We're getting it. Entertaining or not, we're getting it.
I'll have to do this.
Hoya! I got the acrobatics.
You're tougher than I thought. Let's see how you handle this. Here it is.
Oh no! Everybody watch out! He pulled out a stick! Oh, well. Oh! Jesus! Alright, anyways. I don't know why I did that. I just have that skill on my skill bar to level up the skill line faster. Ow. Ow. Ow! Can you hear what's going on? 'Cause I can't. Alright, that's that down. One boss down. Oh, I gotta talk to Thoraya, not psoriasis. Blah, blah, blah. Yay! Don't overstep your bounds. Let's go. Alright, don't you worry, the tank is here. We can proceed. You ever wonder how people, like, live in the desert? Do they have... So, in the desert, the sands are always shifting, right? That's why, like, half this stuff is covered by sand. It's, like, all buried and stuff. So when you have an oasis in the desert, because I would assume if you're living in the desert, you have a general idea of where all the oases are so that you don't, like, die of thirst or something like that. But... So the sands are always shifting. Does that mean oases shift? Or do they kind of withstand that? Because I know, like, trees are very good at fighting erosion, you know, because the roots hold the ground together, which stops the ground from getting, like, churned up and turned into, like, dust. So oases... They have trees, right? They grow because there's water. And so, does that mean that that's why they stay? I don't even know. Maybe oases do just, they do disappear after a while, you know what I mean? Because I don't generally know what causes the water, where does the water come from for an oasis to begin with? Is it subterranean? Under the ground? Or is it like, is it a spring, you know? Or is it mountain runoff? Well, I guess if there's mountains, it's not exactly a desert, is it? Because deserts are usually in, like, wide, low areas, right? At least the Death Valley. Because it's like a valley. Are there oases in Death Valley, though? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm thinking of, like, Saharan-type deserts, like big sandy deserts. Those are the ones that have, like, the oasis with all the palm leaf trees. And it's just lovely, and you go there and you live out your days because you're in the middle of the desert, and you're going to die eventually, so... Oh, I've already talked. Okay, bye. But yeah, like, so... If oases don't shift, then that's got to be like an important skill to have, right? The desert dwellers, they would have to know where every single oasis is, like in the back of their head, like off the top of their head. They don't have maps, I wouldn't imagine. So, I guess they would use the stars. I guess kind of like sailors and sailing, you know, where they use the stars. I guess you can use stars to navigate no matter where you are, as long as the sky is open. A clear sky. Oh! I'm gonna die! Shit. I don't know how you're supposed to get through this section without, like, dying. Sometimes I do it, luckily, just by luck, and other times that happens. But what I'm trying to say is I don't know how the world works. You know, I don't know how deserts work. I'm not a geologist. I don't even know if that's like what a geologist does, you know. Do they know how to do they know about deserts? Is that a geologist, or is there some sort of like desert study? And that's like a field of study. Yo, if you're like a If I don't even know who to call out. I was going to say biologist, but that's not right. Yo, any biologists in the chat? Let me know what it is. I would assume you know because you have like school knowledge or something. You have knowledge of like education and things, right? You're a biologist, so by rights you should know about all the fields of study. But nah, I'm just kidding. But it is interesting to think about just how resilient not just humans are, but like biology as a whole. Because when you think of a desert, you know, it's a barren, it's a wasteland, it's just full of non-life, you know, it's just sand. And I'm still going off of the Saharan desert here. But, you know, you look a little closer, like, you know, you watch those nature documentaries and you see about all those little critters that live in the desert. And it's crazy. Like little kangaroo mice. Do those live in the Sahara? I bring this up without any real world knowledge about what the heck I'm talking about. So I hope you can forgive me, but I'm just trying to fill dead air. Because what else am I supposed to talk about? I'm in the middle of the desert in the video game, so of course I'm going to talk about the desert. What do you want me to talk about? Robots? Ancient robots? Yo, that Baghdad battery, though, that's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, like, there's people who, like, think it's not really a battery, but it might have been, but, like, what the heck were they doing back then? How are they figuring? Like, I'm just really stupid, so I can't even fathom how people hundreds, if not thousands of years ago could, like, figure out how to use, like, the acid of some sort of organic material to create a battery. But then, what the heck was the battery used for, you know? It didn't generate light, I would imagine. They didn't have light bulbs back then. Like, what do they... Was it a form of cooking? Did they use the Baghdad battery to cook? as a form of energy creation? You know what I mean? Who knows? It's just hard to figure out what ancient people were thinking. But I don't think enough people give the ancient peoples enough credit, because I'm sure there were more people that were from the ancient world that are smarter than me than not, probably. because I couldn't figure out how to create a battery from scratch. Well, unless you count me hooking up like a, I don't care about the chest. Unless you count me hooking up like a copper wire to the inside of a lemon or something, or a potato. Potatoes can create energy too. But anyways, that's that dungeon. Let's do that. That's going to be the episode, you know, because I'm drawing a blank now. So, it's going to be a quick, short episode. If you like that episode, why don't you go ahead and give me a like. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future in the comments below, or just if you hated my ramblings and stuff, let me know, please. You're not going to hurt my feelings, I promise. But anyways, if you haven't subscribed already, why don't you go ahead and do that too. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!